This project is really for all ages and all generations. What I found in doing a lot of the consulting work that I've done in community work over the years is oftentimes people were feeling disconnected, disengaged. They didn't have ways to regulate themselves. They had lost touch with culture, with heritage. The code switching is getting absolutely out of control. All kinds of things are going on in human being systems. And so I think over the years, I've tried a bazillion different kinds of things and thinking about, man, when people go through kind of struggle, how do they get well? How do they sustain themselves to get to a point of kind of moving to next, getting the next generation healthy, healed, and whole? And I cannot tell you how many times people mentioned their grandmothers. Um, and of course not all the time, but it was some matriarch who really just kept the oil going in the family, kept the light on, if you will, kept the wiki burning in the lighthouse. And so I thought, well, I've tried a bazillion different ways. What if I just make it super simple and see what it looks like if you take the technology of ancestral wisdom and match it with modern technology? What does it look like? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So, what it's going to look like and how this will work will be ideally, if I can have it my way, there'll be monthly meetups. So, it'll be like imagine uh, Nanas and whoever they're gonna meet with are just gonna take over Upper Cup or the Bob Evans on Who's the What's It or whatever, and we'll meet, we'll fellowship, talk about different kinds of things, pass on the wisdom that we are lacking or we need in more detail. And if it's not the actual nanas themselves, it might be folks like who you learn these things, but they came from the family, so this wisdom has been passed down. Or like my brother who uses some of my grandmother's recipes, things like that. So some of it will be meetups, some of it will be online courses where we'll have everything sitting on an LMS platform, a learning management system platform. There'll be information folks can get, on the side if they want to read or listen to a recording. But the Zoom that it might sit on is where they really get to interact, learn the craft, but actually sit and get the wisdom as a direct download while they're meeting for these different sessions inside of the course. And then we will also do different in-person workshops. So I've got a genealogist who is trauma informed that I will be working with, and so we'll do a few events with her where folks can fellowship with each other and also do a little more in-depth work on their genealogy and historical lineage in their families. And then we'll lastly do some special events. So I was actually talking with a colleague this morning about probably what we're going to use for our launch event, which is super exciting. So I don't want to say anything yet because I'll get excited and start telling all my business, but it's going to be super cool. So then we're estimating the launch to be in late March. And we can honestly do the Nana takeovers in our monthly meetups because I'd like to use those as a way also to sponsor other to patronize other businesses, right? To give them business, to increase traffic. So I want to do that. And I'm planning that calendar out now. So if the plans go as they should, and with my conversations and meetings that I'm having, we should be able to do something every month starting at the latest in March. What I'm looking for now is for folks to help spread the word. If there are folks interested in teaching a course, this will be a little bit different. This will go kind of deeper in the pocket of different kinds of things, so that we get both the craft of it or the skill of it, but we get the wisdom as well. So teaching a class, it might be hosting an event if folks know about venues or places or spaces, because I really don't want these things when we do engagements to cost anything or to cost much for the seasoned folks, the elders, the grandmothers who will come to the event. And I need help finding grandmothers who would be interested in this and people who were their grandma's favorites to see if they might be interested. And then we also have a space in the school app. And so the last thing is just finding out, which I'm going to take this screen down so that we can talk a little more about what you might be curious about, what might be on your wish list of things that you think might be cool. Because this isn't just me saying like, here's my master plan and suck it up and do it. I'd really be interested in getting other folks' opinions and ideas about what this can and should look like. That's already been happening. Already, there have been two conversations I've had where it's already morphing into something that is very much informed by other people's ideas and thoughts about how they'd like to see it take shape. So I'd be very curious about a little bit of brainstorming with you. And then the last thing is just, thank you for doing this. I'm about to pull the screen down here. Kosi Tuntun means ain't nothing new under the sun. We're using this as our motto because there are a lot of times when folks are creating what they call new age concepts and approaches to make everybody be well. And the truth is, this new age stuff is really old stuff. It's really, really centuries and centuries old, and it's coming from other cultures. And then we present it like it's something new. There's nothing new under the sun. So this is using ancient technology to mend things that we have needed mending to for a long, long time.